It's January 26th, beginning of the year of our Lord 2025, and I thought to myself, since really nothing happens at the beginning of the year, what is the best thing to do? Predictions. So that's what I'm gonna do. Today I'm doing my 2025 box office predictions. I have 6 tiers, and I'm going to be ranking 31 movies. These 6 tiers are stacks paper, makes money, pays the bills, breaks even, misses the mark, and no fucking shot. Now that we got that out of the way, let's begin with our first film, Captain America: Brave New World. It goes no fucking shot. This film has been reshot twice now. Now, it hasn't had 2 rounds of reshots. No, it's been reshot twice, the whole film, with an estimated budget of $360 million. Alright? Just to give you an idea, this film would have to break $800 million just to break even. Not only that, this is a Captain America movie that does not have Steve Rogers. So I don't have any hope that this film is let alone gonna break even. Hey y'all, Editor Anything over here. Turns out the budget for this film was far below than anyone was reporting. Turns out the real budget of this film was $180 million. Far below than the fucking $360 million black hole that was this film. So, yeah, with that information, I would most likely put this up at pays the bills, makes money tier. That's all I got. Bye-bye. Next we have Superman by James Gunn. It's going to stacks paper. I mean, this is James Gunn's, first film of the DCU. Well, his DCU universe. And since the trailer came out, most people have had positive reactions. And I don't see why it can't break $1 billion in the box office. Next we have Fantastic Four. I say it makes money. I think it makes a good amount of money. I mean, yeah, the last Fantastic Four films haven't been great, but this is a new cast, a star-studded cast, might I add, and I think it's brought some positive feelings towards this movie. Like, this movie could actually be good, in the sense. So I think it will do all right. I think it will make money for Marvel if it's good. All right, if it's bad, then Marvel is looking down at the barrel of a gun. That's what I'm gonna say. Next we have the Thunderbolts. I think it pays the bills. I feel like it is something that is unique, and it's Marvel's response to the Suicide Squad. And it has characters that people actually do like. And when I mean characters, I mean mainly Bucky. But I feel like if this movie has momentum, I think it'll do fine in the box office. Next we have 28 Years Later. I think it pays the bills. I don't think it's gonna make that much money, but I think it's gonna make a good amount of money to bring in a profit. And also, this is a movie that's the sequel to one of the most influential zombie movies of all time. Well, one of the most influential zombie movies. So, I think it will do alright. I don't think it'll get below the break-even point. I'll be shocked if it's a bomb. Next, we have the third Avatar film. Yeah, it's stacks paper. I mean, all the Avatar movies, stacked paper. I mean, both 1 and 2 made $2 billion plus. So, I have no reason to doubt that this movie doesn't make $2 billion. Or at the very least, $1.5 billion. I think it's going to turn a profit no matter what. So, I'm not scared to put this, with Superman up here. Next, we have F1. Ooh, this one's tough, but I'm gonna put it in no fucking shot. I mean, this film has a budget of $330 million, and that's not because there was reshoots. It's literally just because of pandemic scheduling, which sucks. But $330 million, this film would literally have to break $760 million just to break even. And I don't know if it can do that. I mean, yeah, F1 has had huge popularity over the years with the Netflix TV show, but I don't think it will be enough to, to even get to the break-even point. Next, we have Zootopia 2, the movie of the furries. Yeah, it makes money. It's a sequel to one of Disney's most popular animated films in the past decade or so. So I don't think there's going to be a chance that it doesn't make money. And it's also the film of the furries, so, that has to count for something, right? I don't know. Fuck it, I'm not a marketer, but I would be marketing towards the furries. I would be marketing it towards the furries. What the fuck? Next is Wicked Part 2. Yeah, it makes money. It's between these two. I mean, the first one made $700 million, and, usually a sequel to a popular movie is going to tend to make the same amount or more money, so I don't see why not. And not only that, you couldn't even escape the marketing of the first one, so I think they're gonna market the shit out of the second one as well. Next, we have Dogman. Actually, when I saw the trailer, I was like, fuck, I kind of want to watch Dogman. Yeah, I think it pays the bills. It looks like a fun kids movie, and to be honest, I think that will be enough to make enough money. And to be honest, I kind of want to go watch this. Alright, next up on the chopping block is Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff. I think it misses the mark. I mean, it's a John Wick spinoff without John Wick. I mean, the action looks good, but I don't think anybody's gonna go watch this film, to be honest. I mean, it has John Wick. I mean, I think he did make a cameo in the trailer, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna make that much money. Next, we have Predator Borderlands. I think it pays the bills. I think it makes enough money to pay the bills. I mean, the last Predator movie made a profit, so I don't see why not this second one will. Maybe if it's bad, maybe, but I don't think it will be. And even if it is bad, I still think it'll probably end up at the break-even point. But I'm going to put it at pays the bills. Next is Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it makes money. I mean, the first one made money, and it was bad. So I don't see why not the second one will. I mean, just the memes alone from this film would probably make it a profit. But yeah, that's all I gotta really say. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's gonna be bad, but, most people are going to enjoy it. Next, we have Alao, or I don't know, bro. It's the Pixar film. It goes breaks even. This is an original film, and I don't know if it's gonna do that well. I mean, yeah, you had Elemental. That was also original film, but, the only reason why that got past the break-even point was because of the international audience, mainly in Asia. So I don't know if it's gonna have that similar, oomph. And yeah, you could say Inside and Out too, but that was a sequel to a very popular film. So I don't think Alao is gonna make a lot of money. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it at the break-even point. Maybe it bombs. Maybe it makes profit. I don't know. So I'm just gonna put it at the break-even point. Next, we have Hard Eyes. Yeah, I think it pays the bills. I mean, it's a horror film, and usually horror films have pretty small budget, and people like to go watch horror films, so they usually just make a lot of money and make huge amount of profit. So I don't see why not it can. And the trailer made it look pretty good, so I think it pays the bills. Next, we have Mission Impossible 27. Yeah, that goes between Wicked and Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, the Mission Impossibles, they always make money. I mean, it's a guaranteed at this point. Not only that, this is the last Mission Impossible, or at the very least, the last Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise. So, yeah, I definitely see this making a good amount of money. Even though these latest Mission Impossible movies have been decreasing in the box office, I still think it's going to make a good amount of money. Next on the chopping block is Ryan Coogler's movie, The Sinner. I think it makes money. I mean, this movie is very interesting. It's black vampires in the early 1920s. Not only that, it has Ryan Coogler directing and writing it. So if any director is going to get butts in the seats to go watch this film. So yeah, I'm confidently going to say it's going to do well. Next we got The Working Man. I think it misses the mark. It's a Jason Statham action film. It's generic. It's whatever. I don't think it's gonna make a good amount of money. I think it's gonna get below the break even point. You know, who knows? Maybe it might make money, but I doubt it. Next we have Karate Kid. Yeah, I think it goes right here. It's a dormant franchise, but you know, a popular one in that. I think the Netflix TV show also helped it keep it alive. So I feel like, you know, it will do really well. You know, maybe fans from the original plus fans from the Netflix TV show is probably going to push it over the break-even point and probably makes a quite substantial profit. Who knows? But I think it will do okay. I don't think it's going to be anything, you know, special. Next, we have Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, I think it makes money. I mean, it is a live action to, like, one of Disney's most beloved and most popular animated movies. So I think it's going to help a lot. Plus, when the trailer came out, most people had positive things to say about it. So I don't see why not. It makes a lot of money. Plus, I mean, Mufasa, the Lion King, made money somehow. I have no idea how it made money. I think it's going to make a lot of money. Next, we have Jurassic World Rebirth. And, yeah, I think it goes and misses the mark. I mean, the last Jurassic World left a lot of people a bad taste in their mouth. And yeah, this is trying to go more towards the horror element of Jurassic World. But I feel like people still haven't forgotten the last Jurassic World film, which was bad. It could break even, but I think I'm going to leave it and misses the mark. Next we have another Timothée Chalamet biopic. Pays the bills. I mean, it's a biopic. It's probably going to make a good amount of money. Or at the very least, break even. Plus, it has Timothée Chalamet. I mean, I got nothing else to say, really. I mean, I guess it will do alright. Next, we have How to Train Your Dragon live action. You know what? I think it's going to stack paper. I mean, this is probably the most popular animated trilogy to come out in the last decade or so. I think it goes up on stacks paper. I mean, it has a huge fan base, and most of the reaction, again, was positive. So, yeah, I think it's going to stack paper. I think it's going to make a lot of money. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move Lilo and Stitch right up here. I think these two are going to make a lot of money this year. Next, we have Black Phone. It's going to go right here. I mean, the last film had a $20 million budget, and it made $180 million. So, you know, I'm just going to go based off of that. I think it's going to do very well. It's definitely going to make enough money to pay the bills. And it's also, like, a horror movie. People like to go watch horror movies. Same idea with, like, Hard Eyes. So, yeah. Next, we have the Michael biopic. I think this goes to the top. I genuinely believe if there's any biopic that's going to make $1 billion, it's going to be the Michael Jackson biopic. I mean, he is the most recognizable pop star. No, just not even pop star, singer of all time. So if anyone's biopic is going to make a stupid amount of money, it's going to be the Michael Jackson. Especially if it's good, then yeah, I think that it's going to get close to that $1 billion. Maybe it might even cross the $1 billion range. Next, we have Bong Joon-ho's film, Mickey 17. Oh, this is tricky. I think it goes break even. I mean, here's the thing. It could make a profit, or it could literally bomb. Because the thing is, Bong Joon-ho, although he's like a popular name in Korea, I don't know if he's as popular like in the United States as like a Steven Spielberg or a Quentin Tarantino, even though he's on the same level as those two. So this has a star-studded Western cast with like Robert Pattinson, so I do think it will probably make a profit. So, you know what? I think I'm going to move it up. I'm going to move it up to it pays the bills. I think it's going to barely pass the break-even point, and it's going to make a good amount of money. Next, we have the Minecraft movie. Yeah, I think it makes money. I mean, everybody knows it's going to be bad, but most people don't care. I mean, it's a Minecraft movie. It's the same vein as the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Nobody cares if it's going to be bad. they still gonna go watch it because it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Same with Minecraft. Nobody cares if it's gonna be bad because it's a Minecraft film. Alright, so yeah, that's where I'm gonna put it. I think it's gonna make a good amount of money, even though it's going to be 100%. It's gonna be so bad, but I don't think most people care, to be honest. Next we have Tron Ares. I don't know. I think it misses the mark. I mean, nothing about it has come out. Really, there hasn't been a trailer. There hasn't been really a marketing. I don't even know if it's gonna come out in 2025, to be honest. It could possibly go here in the break even. You know, I'm gonna put it right here because it's such like an unknown. I don't know if it's gonna make a profit, or I don't know if it's gonna bomb. Next, we have A24's first family film, Mochi. I think it goes here. I mean, as I said, it's A24's first family film, and I don't know if it could possibly bomb, but I don't think it will. I think it will get enough butts in the seat to actually make a profit. And even though it got called out for supposedly being AI, I still think it's gonna make a good enough money to actually, you know, make a profit. Next, we have the Snow White live action. Yeah, no fucking shot. I mean, this film has just been getting dragged across the mud for months now. And for, like, good reason, too. Everything about this film is bad, so I don't even think it's going to... It might get to the break-even point, but I think it's gonna bomb. Next we have another A24 film, Warfare. I think it goes pays the bills. I think it's gonna make a good amount of money. Nothing big, but, you know, I don't think it's gonna, you know, bomb. And it's also a war film too. Like, war films usually make a good amount of money. So that's all the films of 2025. And to anyone who's gonna say, oh, what about this film and this film? Listen, this is films that I think are going to be the biggest and most talked about this year. So that's why I only have 31. If you think Superman's going to be a bomb, you know, go ahead and, you know, search up this tier list. It's completely public. You know, yeah, that's all I got. See ya.